Hopefully. Yes. Oh my god, I hate this. There we go. Happy days. Let's finish this then. So I need to grind. Grind. The Smeargle tomorrow. Oh yeah, I got the experience share. That's what I was doing. Nice. Let's go. I need to grind, so I'm going to go to Mountain Battle. Mountain Battle's the best place to grind. I'm hoping today's the last day of doing this as well. Okay, where did I get up to? Ooh, let's just start straight at Area 3. Oh wow, that's fancy. Right, let's grind. Ooh. Actually, okay, I can't wait for that to be updated. Nice. Why does he only have one Pokemon? What the hell? How weird. I've still got a sketch as well, which would be nice to use. Well, nearly one shot. If I can work out, I think Protect would be great. Might delete Mirror Coat, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how useful Mirror Coat's going to be. I'd rather something like Destiny Bond for like the end of the game, end of the battle. But I think Destiny Bond's too risky as well. We'll see. Just need to get there first. I definitely need to delete the Psy Waves. I think the Psy Waves are not going to be that useful. Because the fact I've got to waste a turn calling to use it, like... What the hell? What level am I? 66. Yeah, I definitely need to get rid of the Nightshade on the other one. I'm going to spread the damage. I know, if Toaster was here, he'd say, don't spread the damage, that's worse. But if I one-shot everything anyway, spreading the damage is fine. I think I'm going to swap the experience share depending on the level. Ooh, nearly one shot. Tempting, tempting. I'll get it. I'll take the Yawn. I think Yawn's going to be good. If I run into a Spore user, I can just remember where it is and then go back to it when I get another sketch on the other one. I think double Spore would be very nice, because 100% accuracy sleep on something like Snorlax. No, Snorlax doesn't even beat it. Why do I keep thinking he got a Snorlax? On Taurus. Actually, no, Taurus might have... I don't know if he's got the... Healy one, the one that means that you don't get sleep. Interesting. Let's just keep going. I can figure it out. I think keeping Headbutt on Doris is good though, so I can try for the flinch look. Because if there's a Shadow End, I could Yawn Headbutt the same one. I need to grind these up anyway for them to get more speed. It doesn't really matter what level they are. I think it's if I'm faster than them now. I think I'm quicker. I think no. I think I could, no. I know I'm quicker. I think I can one-shot these. No, okay, maybe I can one-shot coffee. We'll see. I was right. You see? You see? And I can one-shot that. See, Yawn's more reliable. Even though it takes a turn to set up, it's more reliable. If Paralysis had like, I don't know. I think if I had a 100% accurate sleep move like Spore, I'd be fine for the final boss. It's just now about getting Doris back to speediness. Oh wow, Fampi's quite healthy. And I think Yawn's good for now, but if I run into a Spore user, then I can take it from that one when I get another sketch. All I've got to do is just remember which zone it is when I get to level 71. And that's easy. And then I can do the final boss easy, probably. Because my plan is I want to delete Mirror Coat and Psywave. I don't think Mirror Coat's going to be that good now. Whereas Double Sleep sounds good. And then just abuse that. But it's about finding it. I don't know if anyone in... I think they probably do actually. Maybe a Paris or something. If I run into a Paris, I'll try it. Because it doesn't really matter if only one knows it, because they both can just sketch each other. Which is good. I'm going to focus the Mighty Yenna. Oh no, you reduced my attack. Oh my god. It's like 100% accuracy, but it's like eh. Is it eh? Maybe I should get maybe I should have got Thunderwave. No. I'll get Thunderwave if level 71 if I need to. Because I can delete Psywave for it. And get Spore on the other one. That's risky though. But it doesn't matter if the Legendary Bird. If I get one Spore, it's fine. Because Legendary Bird surviving is not the end of the world. Because it's special attack focused. And I don't think that's as bad as like Shadow End and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm tired. My head hurts. I need to do some tidying up in the kitchen, which I'll do after the stream. Just leap. Interesting. Oh, fuck. Oh, good. Oh, one shot. Nice. Lucky Psywave. Lucky, you're so lucky. Right then, next one. So, plan is look for a Spore to put on the Smeargle. Because the Spore would like break the final boss. As long as I outspeed everything, which I will need levels for. Spore's only on a Paras or a Parasect. If I could find a list of Pokemon that Mount Battle users have, I could see if I could get Spore. But I'm going to do that. So if anyone says anything in chat, I apologise, but I'm currently not looking at chat. Mount... What? I don't care about Digital Spy, Jesus Christ. Mount Battle... Pokemon XD. I spelled that completely wrong. I butchered that. Right, Mount Battle Pokemon XD. Right, let's have a look. I hope it gives me the list of all the trainers. Items, not helpful. Doesn't list all the trainers. Oh, it does. Ooh, very nice. Okay, now let's go through all the areas and just look for Paris or Parasect. Because they're the only ones that have Spore. Don't go slow on me now, Bulbapedia. Doesn't tell me the moves though, apart from on the leaders. So it tells me Vanders, but it's not helpful right now. 2. Why is Bulbapedia so slow on phone? Holy crap. Maybe it's my internet actually. I want Pokemon cards here, I want Pokemon XD, Jesus. Not 2. 3 I've not seen one yet. So I'm going to skip 3 and go straight to 4. Thanks, Perzo, and yes, it is Mount Battle. I need to grind anyway. I've got a move that could be very useful for the final boss. I've got Yawn, but I need to get my Pokemon to be guaranteed faster. For 1, and for 2, I need to find status moves. So I'm currently also looking at... I'm being a bit antisocial, really. I'm looking at all the Pokemon in Mount Battle to see if there's any Spore users. And so far, I'm coming up blank. I feel like the only Spore user is the Shadow Paris that I've got. So I could cheat, but that's cheating, and that's wrong. Good. The one that's slower is Doris, I think, as well. I'm not really paying attention to their speed. Maybe I should have actually checked which one was slower, because that's the one that needs to be level up first. Kidding me, right? Doesn't matter if you miss. Go to the next page, Jesus! Don't tell me I'm already on that page, actually. Maybe I already am on that page. What area am I on? 5. Okay, I'm already on that page. Jesus Christ. For area 6 then. Oh, there's a Shedinja in area 6. Jesus Christ. There's good moves in area 6, actually. I like area 6, but it's nothing I want. There's no Spore, shall we say. And Spore would be amazing. There's trivia on this one. Still no Spore users. Maybe the only one is the Paris. Yeah, I feel like the only one's going to be the Paris. Trivia. Oh, nice. That's actually really interesting. Let's do that. So that's area 7, area... Oh, fucking hell. I don't care about shitty news websites. Can you not? Try to look this up. That was area 7, so area 8. Don't care. Don't want Colosseums, want XDs. Right, cool. Wow, okay. Not sorry, I'm reading this and what the fuck? Wait, hang on, does that have what I think it has? Oh no, it might actually, jeez. So you're telling me some helpful trivia, but this wiki's telling me some helpful trivia, but at the same time, it's not telling me the thing I need, which is the individual moves. But I've not found anything that can learn Spore yet anyway, because I need a Paris or a Parasect. Where am I at? Area 9, I think I've got to. Maybe I was lucky to get Yawn. Jesus Christ. Alright, final one, about area 10. Maybe I just need to grind anyway, so at least I'm here for a reason. Can I... It's still area 8. Oh. No! Ah! I don't want that. I keep clicking adverts. Right, area 10. Here we go. Don't care about Colosseums. Ah! Holy crap. I'm not looking forward to the late game of this area. There's no way. Oh, hello. No, you used Mirror Coat by accident, didn't you? Yes, you did. No. Yes. Yeah, there's no Spore users. Well, that sucks. I guess I'm just grinding here, though. I'm not liking the train as a late game map battle. Good thing I don't have to do all of it, because I feel like I'd lose. At least I've got Yawn. Yawn's kind of okay, because if I can survive 2 turns, which I think I can, I just need to get Protect. Because like, if they send out a legendary bird, then I should be alright. Because I can tank the legendary birds. It's the Shadow End users that I really cannot tank at the moment. Sleep Power is possible, but the problem is with it is his accuracy. I'd rather get Spore for the guaranteed sleep, but I don't think it's possible considering that, to be honest, I think the only Paris in the game is a Shadow Paris. Unless I'd have to get insanely good luck. Oh, it's the area leader, so I'm gonna get cool music. I'm trying to look at something. Let's have a look. List of shadow Pokemon, that's what I want. I'm pretty sure one of them's a Paris, and if it's a Paris... Well, A, I need to figure out who's got it, but I feel like I know who's got it. And B, good. Need to know what moves it's got. Paris. You're fucking kidding me. Ah! Ah! Right, that's irritating. The Shadow Paris has Spore, and the last time I fought it, it didn't use it at all, so I didn't think it had it. And the only way I can get it now is if Myra B has it. And that's like, because every single Shadow's knocked out, apart from Poochyena. Okay. I might have to just make do with Yawn. And just risk the headbutt Yawn. And then protect the turn after. So I need to get a Protect. So I'm now going to just get Protect. So I need to get them to level 71 and then Protect. I feel like that's going to be better, to be honest. Because then I can headbutt Yawn, the Shadow End user, Protect turn 2, knock out the Shadow End user. No. Yawn, the bird, and hopefully knock out the Shadow End user before it wakes up. Or... no, that sounds terrible. Wait, what did I get? I got a TM 34, I think it was. Yeah, Shockwave, not useful. Oh, why did I knock out the Parrot? So why don't I at least check its move? I suppose I might not have... What? Oh my god. You said you... why does it do that? Allow me to go to any of 1, 2, or 3. Right, the only issue I've got now is I need to make Doris faster. Because Doris being slower is a bit of a hindrance. Another issue I also realised is Flora's special defense is low. Okay. So I've got to do area 1 and 2 then. Why did I click new? Oh, I'm not even paying attention to the moves at the moment. Sorry. Is there a quicker place I can grind? I didn't check something. Pokemon XD. Which Coliseum would be the best? Probably Realgrim. No, not walk through. Fuck. Rainers. All I need is like a list of trainers for like the Colosseums as well, and then if I can check if any of them have Spore, that'd be great. Oh my god, I don't care about Colosseum. Fucking hell. Still Colosseum. XD. Here we go. XD. Here we go. Right. Let's have a look. So. That's battle mode. Don't want. That's Colosseum again. Right. Maybe on these. On the Shadow Pokemon that I failed to snag. Don't care. Right. Round 1. There's that team. Fuck me. I mean, I'd rather it not be one of these, but okay, there's Destiny Bombs, so that's something I could get. There's a Shedinja as well. Jesus Christ! Oh, okay. Fake Out would be nice. Turn 1. Ah, Fake Out would be glorious. Turn 1. Okay, I might swap to Fake Out instead. So Fake Out's an option. That'll be Realgrim Coliseum. That's a rest user. Holy crap! Don't really need rest. Okay, so I've got that option. Realgrim Coliseum's got decent. Okay, Realgrim Coliseum's got potential for level 71 for Fake Out. Potentially, it depends which one obviously gets turned up. Double Team as well. Double Team would be nice. Fake Out again. Perish Song, Pain Split. There's the Protect user. Yawn. Pain Split. Nah, Pain Split won't be that good. Milk Drink. Wow. Okay, so Realgrim's not got a... as predicted, Realgrim's not really got... So that was Realgrim Coliseum. Fennec doesn't have one in this. There's none in the under. I can't get to Ore and there's no deep, so that leaves Pyrite. That sounds terrible. Alright, whatever, let's have a look. So there's Realgrim Tower. I'll make a note of this in my head. Realgrim Tower. Oh my god, okay. Wait, is this Colosseum? It's Colosseum. Fuck off. I want XD. Don't drag me to another list like you last time. There's a Pichu with present. Oh, it does learn it from Egg Move, doesn't it? Sweet Kiss has lower accuracy than that. The Pain Split user. Yawn. Already got Yawn, so I don't really need it again. Might be a Yawn user. Wow, the teams in Pyrite are terrible. Seismic Toss. Fake Out's the only good one that I can see being usable here. Round 3. Oh, bloody hell, a Weeping Bell. Oh, not Weeping Bell. Ooh. That could be decent. No, that sounds terrible actually. Wow, that's a Swagger Psych up. Holy crap. They've got some good ideas in these comps. Like, Jesus. Oh, and then I just saw the one that's got Mind Reader Rock Smash. Lul. Sing. Defense kill roll out an Ice Ball. Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's no Spore users in this game. Ooh, how do you do? Go on. If you feel comfortable sharing, share. We'll round of applause you. And by we, I mean just me, because it's just me and you at the moment. Haha, XD. I remember when I was doing degrees and stuff and used to get preliminary marks. I was so excited I got a 2-1 because I thought I'd not even got a 2-2. But I got a 2-1 overall in mine, so I was happy with that. Got a 2-1 at university. Give me a minute, I need to actually work it. Okay, that's fine. Take your time, I'm just grinding. I've got all the time in the fucking world. An option is, because Beogum and Pyrite have exactly what I want, and I do need to face them to get the fake out. Paris is under Myra B's control. So if Myra B turns up anywhere, I might just try and fight him if I run into the Paris at level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to 71. I'm going to keep one of the sketches and use the other one for fake out. Because I feel like fake out with Spore would be great. Because of how fast I'm going to be, they're not going to get a chance to attack turn 1. Which would be great, because then also, that's reliable. So I could fake out and Spore. How am I going to do it? Which one's going to get fake out, though? That's the question. Maybe Flora. No, maybe Doris, because she's slower. Oh, by the way, I'll tell you how bad I was working out because I forgot exactly how many credits I had and how credits and things work. I kind of miscalculated and thought I only got a 2-2 at uni. So when I learned I had a 2-1, I pretty much hugged my tutor at uni. He was quite a, not cold, but he was not a huggable person. I was nearly full on hugging him, ecstatic, because I got a 2-1 that I didn't think I got. And he was like, oh, and I'd already heard about all my worries. I'd organised meetings with him about not my anxiety per se, but my worries that I had about after uni because I didn't want to go into finance and I chose the wrong thing. So I had a few meetings with him to be like, because they had those meetings anyway at my uni. They were like, we want to have meetings about what you're going to do after uni, you know, to help you prepare. And I went to him, I don't want to do my finance, so I'm going to become a teacher. And he was like, this is the one thing that I don't know how to help you with. So do you know all the ways to do it? I was like, yeah, no, I can sort all that out. And when I got a 2-1, I was just so ecstatic. I nearly hugged him. And then I hugged a different lecturer. It was great. We had a really... there was... at University of Warwick, the university I went to, there was a lecturer there. And he was like the senior lecturer. I think he was head of the statistics department. Because I did statistics. That was where I was based anyway. And called Wilfred Kendall. He's a fucking genius. I fucking love that man. People found him a bit cold, and in his lectures he was a bit harsh to people. Like, if he saw people eating and like he'd have a go at them because he was like, you're making crumbs over this plate. Other people, oh nice, 2-1. He'd be like, other people have got to clean it up afterwards, you know, it's not fair on them. So some people were like, fucking hell, he's harsh. I fucking loved him. I've only ever missed one lecture at university, and it was his. I overslept by accident because I couldn't sleep the night before, so I overslept and missed it. Fucking broke my heart that I missed one of his lectures. And the only reason I remember him, actually, it's not the only reason I remember him. I remember nearly all my lectures at uni. They were all fucking good. I can't remember their names, but I remember him. I remember Oleg Zaborovsky. He was a fucking madman. Russian, first year of uni. Fucking terrifying. Fucking insane at maths as well. Like, he'd say, oh, this proof is trivial. Don't need to do it. And everyone would be like, we don't get it. Fucking insane. I remember quite a lot of my uni lectures. But the reason why Wilfred Kendall stands out is, A, he's the fucking godfather of statistics. I know there's loads of people that have found other statistics things, don't get me wrong. He isn't the one that's found like a lot of useful statistics. But at the same time, his fucking raw knowledge of statistics in his brain, how the fuck he holds it all in, I will never know. And adding on to that, I remember panicking for this one exam, being sat in the statistics hall. It was one of the final exams as well. Me and my friend Alistair, we were revising, and he'd went to get a drink or something. I was just there panicking, and Wilfred was like, oh, it's exam tomorrow. I was like, yeah, it's the one that I'm really struggling with. I do not feel that comfortable. And he just quoted the fucking Jungle Book at me. He was like, what was it? It was one of the quotes that the snake says, and I can't remember which one it was. He was like, trust in me, trust. It's like, fucking hell, Wilfred. Oh, it was great. I fucking loved uni. I really liked my lecturers. Like, there was one that I didn't like. He was an absolute dick, and no one liked him though. So, but all the other ones, like, just so nice, so warm. Really liked it there. I kind of miss my uni years, to be very honest. I'll talk about anything that gets this grinding quicker. In my uni years, I will happily go back about my uni years. I wasn't a college frat boy. I wasn't any of that thing. I was literally a nerd. So the fact that I could just sit in, play video games all the time, no responsibilities really, you know. It was great. Fucking loved it. I mean, obviously I don't mind my life now, but, well, I'll do a bit, but. I mean, that is true. They all are. It's my favourite area of maths as well, statistics. Probability is like up there in like the best thing to learn. The problem is I've forgotten all my university probability theory, but the A-level and stuff is nice. Yeah, most mathematicians prefer physics. If it was a choice of mechanics and probability, 9 out of 10 mathematicians choose mechanics. Which I completely get. It's A, more practical to be fair, and B, it's got more application. Which is kind of what I've already said. Oh, fuck. It's kind of what I've already said really with the whole it's practical. But it's also kind of easy. You can kind of see where it comes from. Whereas probability, some of it's just out, like, fucking out there. Like, I remember university probability, it was all over the fucking place. Like, but I still loved it. I loved learning about it. I've forgotten most of it, sadly. I left uni 4 years ago. Holy shit, I'm old. Jesus. Yeah, you would do. Quite a lot of schools do that as a choice. Most of the time it's between mechanics and stats, and decisions kind of left to the side a little bit, because most stats and mechanics are used in other courses. So like statistics is used for like well, everywhere really, because you've got to learn how to read data and all that for quite a lot of different subjects that use a bit of maths, or even just like healthcare, for example, because you need to know how reliable studies are, and statistics comes under that. Mechanics is more decision you see less of, which is weird. Well, no, it's not weird. You see less of it, but it's also least applicable, unless you go into computer science. Then decision maths is like insanely good, because it's like got all the logic. So, for example, the minimum choice pathing and all that. Yeah, mechanics. Most people would choose mechanics, to be fair. We did Core 1, Core 2, Core 3, Core 4, Stats 1, Mechanics 1. So we didn't go in too much depth with the others. I did Stats 2, Decision 2. No, Stats 2, Decision 1, Mechanics 2 and Further Pure 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I did further maths at A level. Further Pure 3 was Shine, Caution, Fan, which are like similar to trigonometric functions but slightly different. I can't remember what they're actually called. Further's really cool. Further gets used a lot in like pure maths, and it's actually got some applications. Like it links to trigonometry really nice, the further math side, because the use of I is, I think it's e to the theta plus e to the I theta over something is sine. But I can't remember it off the top of my head. Oh, and you learn polar coordinates as well. Polar coordinates are fucking great. Can't remember it much, but I kind of do. Everything that I need to know to teach GCSE maths, I remember off the top of my head. A level, I remember half of it. I actually might re-look up. I might actually. I know that a streamer that I used to watch used to do like math questions in a stream. I might do that. I might do that for a few streams. I don't know. We'll see. I've got my next ROM hack lined up in my head though. But I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow. I might do other stuff tomorrow. And I might not stream tomorrow. I know I didn't stream yesterday because my sleep pattern completely fucked up yesterday. So I didn't sleep last night. No, night before. So I didn't stream yesterday. But today, I'm fine. I've got a bit of a headache though, but so it might not be as long a stream. But it might not be that far tonight. I kind of need to get to level 71 and then find the fake out spore. And to do both, I really need to go to Realgum. It's in round 2 or 3, I think, so I need to beat Realgum twice. So I'd rather get 71 now before going to Realgum, just in case I got my numbers wrong. I don't want to re-grind Realgum a lot. Actually, to be honest, why I became a teacher was because of my own teachers, but also one of my lecturers at uni was like formerly a secondary school teacher, and he went into, and he was like, I wanted a bit of a change, so I went back into uni to become a lecturer, and that's why I'm still doing it. And everyone fucking bonded with this guy, Rick. I can't remember his last name. He came in one of the lectures dressed as Freddy Krueger from Friday the 13th because it was Halloween. One of my friends missed that lecture, so I took a picture and sent him, and it was like, fucking Rick. What a surprise. And he was like, I used to be a secondary school teacher though. And it was whilst I was still iffy about what I wanted to do. This was in 3rd year of uni. So I went to him, right. So I spoke to him afterwards, like, you said you used to be a secondary school teacher. What made you do it? And he was like, oh, I just felt like I wanted to help people and all that. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I was like, if you had the choice now, would you still do it? And he was like, oh yeah, I'd still, he was like, I chose to do this instead because I wanted to do this. But at the same time, I do miss being a secondary school teacher because there's some bits of it that were really good. And that's what ultimately made me go, I want to do that. I want that feeling. And I don't actually regret it. I know what classes I'm teaching next year at last. Because of all this crisis, it's been a bit last minute because of staff shortages and shit. And I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm going to start planning that next week. I might do live streams of lesson plans. Because I've got a class that is the first year we're doing entry level. Entry level is like below GCSE maths. So it's like for those that just need the bare minimum maths because they're either really weak, special needs, or their English is not to the standard to do a full paper, which the school I'm at has quite a lot of those, where their English is a bit iffy. They could be really good at maths, but because they don't understand the paper, they can't do it. So our school's finally this year doing entry level, and I'm in charge of the group that's doing the entry level. And literally, they said to me, right, you've got a scheme of learning here, but it's your project. And you can use it as evidence for your teaching and planning sort of thing as well. So it's like, yes! So I have free reign on all that, and they were like, and I was speaking to my line manager about it as well, like a few weeks ago, and I was like, I think I'm not going to do that much math at the start, because with the kids that I'm going to get, it's going to be those that, if I went in hard and heavy with the math, they'll just shut down and just not respect me or open up at all. I think it's about the relationships. You're like, you're dead on with that. Relationships. Start off, bribe them if you need to, as long as they do the maths at the end of the day. That's the win. We're not expecting them to get good grades at GCSE. We're expecting them to do the entry level and potentially do the GCSE. So it gives me a bit more flexibility with them. Instead of like a top set where it's like, oh my god, they've got to get their targets and more. I've got the, well, we're not actually got that many expectations of them, but if you can do it, that'd be amazing. So that's the plan. Bribery and get to know them. So I need to look at the scheme of learning for them again. But it's like year 7 work. So literally, if I planned this and I streamed it, people would go, well, that's easy, I can do that. And I'd be like, yeah, it's for final year in school. Eh? Yeah, they're that weak. But I don't know them. I don't know who's in my class yet, because they haven't done class lists yet. I think I know who's going to be in it. I think I know some of the kids. So that'd be good. And if I stay there the year after as well, it'll probably be the same kids the year after that I'm going to have and all. It's because I've got year 10 and year 11. And the year 10, they're called the blue group. The year 10 blue group might be the same in year 11 as well. So we'll see. It'd be great. If it is the same kids, that'd be great, because it's all about the relationships with a group like that. That's what got some of them to work hard for me this year. Because I had a very similar group this year in year 11. And it was absolutely amazing that I began and they just wouldn't, literally all of them just wouldn't do any work for me. There's like 1 or 2 that did. But on the whole, they were like just prattling around. To the point that actually I think some of them were throwing things at me. And apart from like one of them, which even towards the end was like not doing any work, the rest of them were doing the work. And it wasn't it wasn't like just adding and subtracting. They could do that. I knew they could do that, so I only did that as starters for them. It was stuff like basic probability, which to me and probably you, Perso, really easy stuff, right? Basic probability, like, what's the probability of pulling a white cube from this bag? Oh, it's 1 out of 10, because there's 1 white cube out of 10. They didn't have a clue at the start of me teaching that, and they got to the end, they were doing it, and doing tree diagrams, which is feckin' hard. Like, on top of the heads, that some of them were going home and doing it at home. They were the ones that were more trustworthy, to be fair, doing that, but they're also the ones that this whole group were predicted to use. Some of them got a grade 2. Reliably got a grade 2 as well. It was great. Most of them didn't get it. Most of them still got a U, but it was the fact that they were understanding it in the lesson that was great. There's only going to be a talkie stream because of the grinding, so expect me to talk about random drivel, to be honest, because that's what's going to happen. The new grade system doesn't really change, to be honest. I've started understanding the new grade system. In fact, if anything, it makes more sense than the old. It makes a bit more sense than the old one, to be honest, to me. Like, it's hard to put a 1-to-1 between the grades and the old grades and the new grades, because the old grades were kind of balked. Like, not gonna lie. It just felt like it's balked, to be honest. Whereas the new grades make it a bit easier to kind of understand exactly where you're at. Because it is weird, actually, thinking about it. We had SATs, which are literally like grades 1 to 7 or whatever you're up to at the time. And then you got to GCSE and that changed to a letter-based system. It's like, well, how's that helpful? It's like, okay, you can probably compare yourself to Americans, but we don't have the same grade system, so how can we compare to Americans? And then A-level doesn't use grades 1 to 9 anyway. Okay, maybe it is a bit more confusing thinking about it. All I know is a U is a fail. That's all I need to know at the moment. Well, I need to know more than that, obviously, but you know. Oh, I wish I had the higher levels unlocked already for this, because this is going to be so slow. At least I've got Nightshade and Seismic Toss, so I don't need Psywave anymore. I think it is better if Doris gets fake out. Definitely, actually. I was still debating it in my head, that's why I just said it out loud by accident, but I think that Doris can do more with fake out. Because it's a guaranteed flinch instead of headbutt. I can keep headbutt on it so that she becomes a flinch lock, potentially. And then if I get Yawn and Spore on the other one, then that's fine. But it actually doesn't matter if I get... Maybe I should get fake out on Flora. This is hard. I clicked new, didn't I? So I still need to do area 3. Fuck. I've just done area 3. Actually, I've got enough coupons to do move relearner. So even if I waste a sketch now, I can relearn another one. So it's not the end of the world now if I sketch the wrong move. Because I've still got that backup sketch. This whole day might just be grinding, so I apologise if it gets boring. Because it is going to get boring, not going to lie. I think you should just use headbutt. I think it lives. I know it doesn't really make that much difference because, you know, I get healed between battles anyway, but, you know. Yeah, there it is. There's fucking surviving. I know what I could play in it. I know what I'm going to play, actually. I said I had a ROM hack in mind. I've changed my mind on it. I might play a good ROM hack next. That's still like basic edits, but a better one. The problem is, the ones that I've got look like getting major updates soon. I don't want to play them until the major updates. If I want to kind of... No, I can always transfer my save to the new update if it's not too big. No, what am I doing? Seismic toss, seismic toss. Liquid crystal, LOL! LOL! Big update for liquid crystal when? LOL! Now after Ruby Renev, I think I might just play more bad ROM hacks, but I think I want to break it up with a good ROM hack. Because I'll be done this challenge soon, hopefully. And I've got another challenge in mind that I think is going to be much easier than this one. I've kind of given up with the Ditto challenge at the moment because of the fact that, you know, XD is going to be impossible. I could still do Colosseum, but I kind of don't want... I'm at the state of... I don't want to do a big thinky challenge. I want to just do a 2 Pokemon, play the game challenge. And Ditto would require a think every single battle, and I really do not have the patience for that today, at the moment. There's a few things going on in my personal life that I feel like I can't devote the time to think about it and not worry about other things, then not have a breakdown. So I'm kind of leaving that until maybe when I'm back at school, just to like break up doing work, so I can keep thinking and keep my mind ticking. So I've got the next one made. I've already got the Ditto ones made anyway, so I can always dip in and out of them, or do them in my own time, not on stream. But then what's the point of that? I'll do it on stream. I've got one made. Actually, correction, I've got 2 made. Both for Colosseum. 3 if you count Ditto. They both lived, okay. I've got lots of ideas based on what we were talking about the other day for this. Like, XD's got a lot of combinations, but the only thing I'm going to say in the problem with XD is it's hard to do some of them because of, in XD there's only like 4 evolutionary stones available throughout the whole game. 1 water, 1 fire, 1 leaf, and then 1 that you choose. There's no moonstones, there's no sunstones. At all. And as far as I know, you cannot change the held items of your starters. If I could do that and knew how to do that without potentially editing the held items of every single Pokemon of the same type, then I would do that. But right now, even the person that like helped me make this doesn't know how to do that. So it's like, And I've tried editing the bites of the Pokemon, and none of them are the held item bites. Isn't that great? Also, I learned what the speed up button is. It's tab. Didn't know that. Didn't know that until today when I was testing my other one out. Amazing, I know. It's because none of these starters are programmed to have held items, so they didn't bother putting the held items in as part of the gift Pokemon thing, because no gift Pokemon in this game, which are starters, trading Pokemon, have held items. So literally changing 0-0s that I thought may have been the held items because no held items didn't do anything. Apart from one of them. One of them just made it so that it deleted my second Pokemon because I think it was the pointer sprite or pointer bite or something. So that was fun, having a Milotic Gyarados ROM with no Gyarados. That was fun. Okay, that one might be getting updated soon. Yeah, I know, lol. It was great. I was literally doing it, and I was like, what the fuck? And Shuffling was in the Discord call with me. It was like, what's up? I was like, I just deleted a Gyarados. It was like, what? Yeah, I just deleted a Gyarados, you know, casually. Just made a Gyarados disappear. Whoosh, like a magic trick. Just changed its bite to 1, and then whoosh, there goes the Gyarados. I don't think 71 is going to be enough speed. Actually, no, I'll have speed, but I won't be able to 2-hit. But if I'm having Fake Out anyway, do I need to 2-hit? Because Legendary Bird, I'm going to keep Moltres alive. Because I think I'll stand more chance of surviving Shadow Fire than... What is the base power of Shadow Fire, actually? Because I know Shadow Ends is high. But if it's asleep, I could just keep focusing the other one until it wakes up. But then I risk dying. This is a hard one. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, maybe I shouldn't focus that then. Yeah, actually, no, there's nothing wrong with me Fake Out and Sporing, so I get rid of the Shadow End. If I Fake Out the Moltres, Spore, or... No, because I can't Spore. Yawn? Yeah, Yawn, the other one. If I still have Yawn. If I do get Spore, that'd be great. I need to think if, like, because this challenge is actually fucking me over. Because if I didn't, well, catching the Paris was going to be bad, but because I've not caught any Shadow Pokemon apart from the Poochyena who Myra B doesn't even get because it stays with the trainer after the battle, it means that there is a 1 in however Shadow Pokemon there are in the game chance of Myra B spawning with the Paris. Which I think is about 1 in like 100 or 68 or something like that. It's like ridiculously low. Okay. Fortress knows Protect. I definitely think when I get to 71, I can just go straight to Reorgan Tower and get Fake Out on Doris. So that's my aim. Let's get this 71, then go straight to Reorgan. It just sucks it's taking forever. I'm going to keep the experience share on Doris for now as well, because it's more the speed. I mean, obviously the damage is going to be an issue as well at a certain point, but I'd rather get it to 71 so that it gets fake out and its speed be high enough to outspeed everything. Curmudgeon. It'd be great if the next Myra encounter had Spore. 10 out of 10, that'd be fantastic. But I doubt it will. And it'd be great if it was in Real Gun Coliseum so that I could get the Spore and the fake out at the same time. But obviously after I get level 71. But it probably won't. I would call hacks as well. You see, what I could do is I could use a save editor to give myself Spore. But that'd be cheating. I'm not going to do that. I'm debating doing that for the challenges to give myself the evolutionary stone so that I can at least, you know, play with a family. But then again, most challenges are one single Pokemon, not a family. So would it be like wrong to do that? I don't know. I don't really agree with the whole can I beat it with just a Nidoran male that I can't evolve. It's like, I mean, I get why people do it, don't get me wrong, it does add a challenge. But at the same time, it's like you're doing it with all the Pokemon anyway, why not just make it so you do a family? Like, some families are ridiculously weak. Take the Clamperl line. Not the greatest line. I mean, Gorobis is okay, but Huntail, really? Or take Beautifly or whatever. Right. Jesus Christ, I've been doing this for about an hour. Oh my god. I mean, I know I've got to go through these two areas to unlock Area 4, but Jesus Christ. When it's 71, I'll swap the XP share and the leftovers. I know I just said I'm going to keep leveling up Doris, but I've changed my mind. I'd rather give levels to Flora as well. I was about to say, I've not even checked Ore Coliseum to see what, if any Spore used in there. But I can't do Ore Coliseum because I need to beat the final boss. So that'd be pointless. I don't mind. I'm enjoying thinking about the grind, actually. Sounds weird, I'm actually enjoying the grind. Normally I hate grinding in games, but this grind I'm looking forward to because it means I've also can have a look out for other things at the same time. But if you want to find another conversation point, I don't mind. It means we can talk about anything that you find interesting, instead of just me. How do you find the pairing of Masquerain and Corphish? Terrible. Thick, fat, and water absorb. These combinations sound terrible. Not gonna lie. I've been debating whether, when my personal life gets better, whether I should set up a permanent schedule. I know I've got a schedule already, but obviously that's because A, summer holidays, and B, I've got the time to do it at the moment, whereas in the future I probably won't have the time because obviously A, work, and B, other stuff. So I'm debating whether I should, when I should stream in the future. I came up with a really good solution actually in my head. Depends obviously. If I've got a day where I've got significantly less lessons, I could stream the night before and do my work at school. Or I could just leave my streams to Friday to Saturday. Which would mean I only get to play this 2 times a week and do 1 XD and 1 other thing. Or just XD. I want to get back into my speedruns though, I don't know. But I could do my speedruns in my own time and just record them, because let's be honest. When I was doing speedruns, I wasn't interacting with anyone that was talking. Or it was hard to interact when anyone else was talking, because I'd have to concentrate so much on the run. I think that's why I was getting frustrated as well. It's like, I've got other skills that I probably should be working on, like my interaction skills, than fucking speedrunning. Especially when I'm speedrunning a game that I'm getting more infuriated by, because whilst everyone loves a good rage, at the same time, it's bloody exhausting to have the run die at the same easy bit. And then get world record, but don't get world record because, you know, you reset too early. That was annoying. I love this music. One hit, baby. Not one hit, baby. That is 6 damage. And there goes the damage. Helping hand? Oh no. Shame that moves like that don't really work with my Smeargle duo. Not that helping hand would make a difference anyway, because it's probably more damage just to attack with 2 nightshades, even if it did work. But it'd be great to like have other move combinations. I think that's kind of where this challenge was interesting at the start, but as soon as I got Nightshade and Seismic Toss, it was like, well, just grind now. It's not like Ditto, which would have some thought behind it, or anything else really. Like if you get those 2 moves and then like Spore, the game's pretty much over by that point. Or Yawn, let's Yawn it. I think I said Yawn Protect. I don't think that'd be that good. Yawn Protect. I think Spore would be better. Faux show. Oh, well. No, Fake Out I'm getting regardless of whether I get Protect or not. It's whether I should get Protect instead of Spore. Or whether I should... Well... See, I've got the dilemma. I need to find Spore, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do. So Fake Out is a necessity, definitely on Doris. It's just whether I keep Sketch on Flora and forget and move on Doris so that they can both learn Protect, or whether I do find the Spore. The problem is the Spore, because it's only, I can only get it from Myra B at this point. That's not. I don't think that's going to happen. I think my luck would have to be insane to even come close to getting it right now. And by insane, I mean fucking stupid luck. Because Yawn is probably going to be better, because even though it takes 2 turns to set up, it's at least a guaranteed sleep. Compared to other sleep moves. And Spore is in the same turn. So if I had Fake Out and Spore, it'd be so much better, because I could Fake Out Moltres. No, Fake Out Moltres, Spore, the Shadow End User, or the other way around. And then Nightshade or Seismic Toss, the Shadow End User, Spore, Moltres, and then it's easy. And I can just keep alternating that. If he sends out a new Pokemon, Spore that turn 1, keep damaging the other one, and so on. And then when the other one wakes up and uses a move, heal, Spore, or whatever. Like, Fake Out is being kept because I think that's the best opener I can get to combo with other things. It's just whether... It's whether I wait for the spore look. Because that spore is going to be fucking difficult to get. Especially when I've got only one shadow Pokemon caught. And it... No, two, sorry. Because obviously it counts fucking... What's it called? Teddy Ursa. That's the one. I need a Paris and... Actually, let's have a look how many Shadow Pokemon will be there. So obviously I've got to defeat Lugia. But if I had Spore, that would be easy. I don't really care about that inside type. So. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 68. So that's a 1 in 68 chance. But I don't know if he fights with multiple shadows in his team at the same time. If he does, that significantly boosts the odds, depending where he appears. Because obviously, actually, maybe not obviously. I think the shadow Pokemon he has depends on where he appears, because of the level caps of each area. Probably not obvious. I think every area's got a level cap. So if Myra B appears, for example, at Pyrite Coliseum, because Pyrite Coliseum's like level 20s, his Shadow Pokemon will be about 20s or 30s. For the later game ones, he'll most likely appear at a Pokespot, I think. But we'll see. I don't know. I might just forget finding him if I find that Paris is terrible. Fake out would be really nice though. The other issue is as well, I'm assuming that them users would use Fake Out turn 1. Which they might not. So I might have to wait a long time. Or I could save before doing that challenge, because it's a set one per challenge. So round 1 always has the same one. Round 2 changes it to a different one, but it's always the same one on round 2s and so on. Interesting. I mean, worst comes to worst, I can try and rely on Headbutt luck, I guess, but rather not. Dang, so close to a one-shot. 69 XD. At least Beldum goes down. Yeah, I'd rather have Sketch on both, but... What's the other... Oh, Flora knows Yawn as well, doesn't it? Let's do that. Probably not going to knock out, but... Yeah. Survives a bit of health. That's fine. Punch! I think I still need to make public the last Smeargle challenge video from 2 days ago. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. I just need to make it public. Because I don't really need to edit anything, do I? It's literally just my stream. I edited the one from the one before that because I had an intro to it about showing toast or something, but I already did that and that one's on YouTube, so. Just another hour of grinding, don't worry. I can do it. It's going to be as shorter than the other ones. The other ones with 3-hour streams, this is only going to be 2 hour because, one, I want to go to bed at a decent time. And two, I'm really tired today. And because it's just grinding, I don't know. If I can beat the final boss today, that'll be amazing, but I don't think I'm in an hour. I've only leveled up 1 level in an hour. No, wait, I've leveled 3. What am I on about? Never mind, maybe it is doable though. Don't know why I did it that way around. Also, my A button is sounding really weird today. Not happy with us. Did really Chancho lived? I think Yawn's good to keep. Maybe. Yeah, okay, maybe I will get a 71 then before the end of the grind. Do you know something else I learned actually from making one of the challenge ones that I've got set up? I learned that experience groups in Gen 3 are fucking stupid. Like, absolutely fucking terrible. Like, the ones from Gen 1 make sense because it's just a cubic function about their total experience at the end of a level. So, for example, the normal range is n cubed. So, the end of level 25... No, at level 25, their full amount of total experience they have is 25 cubed, right? The ones introduced in Gen 3 were erratic and... What was the other one called? I can't remember the other one. But it was the opposite of erratic. And they're so fucking terrible. It's like a function that changes when n gets to a certain number, so that it's like, to level them from 0 to 25, for example, I think, is the absolute slowest pain in the arse you could do. And then leveling from 90 to 100 is literally quicker than doing level 30 to 40. Like, I know it's called erratic, but fucking hell. Like, Jesus. That was fake. Wait, what? Hold up, was that quick attack? I wasn't really looking. I'm going to say, if it's not quick attack, how the hell is it quicker? But it must be quick attack, or it's holding a quick claw. Scratch. Didn't even leave a scratch. Oh, a scratch. Oh. I think I'm funny. No one else does, but I do. Okay, decent experience this time. Oh, I need to clean the kitchen. That's why I want to go at 11. I need to tidy the kitchen a little bit as well. Just like clean the oven top. It's a bit disgusting for where I was cooking yesterday and today. Well, mainly yesterday. I didn't really cook today. So another reason to go early. Woo! Right, Jan Magloom. Okay, cool. Oh, well, I didn't knock out either. Fantastic. Moving on. Right. Let's think about this logically. So, if Myra V appeared somewhere that I could get Spore, that'd be great. Especially if I can get Fake Out at the same time, that'd be amazing. But the chances of that happening are really slim. So, I would need to get astronomically good luck. Oh wait, no. I was going to ask a stupid question in a different Discord. I just remembered it's a really fucking stupid question. Ooh. Cool Trainer Rose. That's the area leader. I think Nuzz Leaf has Fake Out. There it is. Okay. This area 3 has a guaranteed Fake Out. Actually, maybe I should just keep grinding here then. And if Myra B appears somewhere, I just go there. Nice roll, Graveler. Just run at me. Not a knockout, is it? Nah, nowhere near. Do 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 do. Oh, pardon me. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to what was. Oh no, that's fine. Oh, he tormented me, of course. There we are. Yay, Area 4's nearly done. Woohoo! Oh, I wasn't really paying attention to genders, to be honest, guy. Everyone else in Area 4 is a woman. Wasn't paying attention to that, to be very honest with you. Let's focus Wiggly. Wiggly! I will never say Wiggly normally. Even if it's not even describing these. Even if it's describing something like a worm. A Wiggly worm. I will still say Wiggly! Fuck! It's male as well, that's why. Hopefully it goes because it's dead. What? What was the point of that? What? What? I have never in my life seen anything like that. What the fuck just happened? What? I feel like... What? My head really hurts from this. The next question I've got, actually... Sorry, whilst I'm thinking about it is... Double fake out's not going to be worth, because I need one to use Spore or Yawn the same turn as the fake out to make it worth. So I need to have only one fake out. Because otherwise it kind of ruins the point of why I've gone fake out. So that I can set up a Spore or anything, right? We're just going to pretend, by the way, that didn't happen. We're just going to gloss over it because... What the fuck? So I need to get a Spore or a Thunder Wave. Could be nice. If I can't find Spore in time. Because if I can get Doris level 41 as well... It means that... 71, not 41. It means that I can get Fake Out on her. Not Fake Out, I can get another move on her. And I've always got the... I've now got 2,000 to redeem and relearn 2 old moves. Which is sounding really tempting right now. I need to level up anyway. Because I need to get faster and do more damage with Nightshade, Seismic Toss. Because the 1 or 2 could make a difference between killing them in 1 turn or killing them in 2 turns. So, I definitely need this. Or even 3 turns. Sorry, killing them in 2 turns or 3 turns, thinking about it. Because some of the Pokemon, like Taurus, for example, I don't think I can 2-hit. Clip it, I don't care. It needed clipping, like, what the fuck was that? Like, I've seen Colosseum's AI, we already know was fucking terrible. Because that's how I could abuse it to win the game. But that was something else. In a whole fucking galaxy of weird. I'm getting some bread. Be right back. I'm back with bread. Because that will go well with this spaghetti. Also, I'm closing my blinds, so apologies for the noise. Jesus Christ. Yep. It's fun to raise Pokemon, think about ability types and so on. Yeah, and then the last person fucking toxic to Hitmontop. Fun to raise Pokemon when you don't clearly care about them. I like bread. Bread's tasty. I find that cheaper bread's tastier than non-cheap bread. Probably because of all that bad stuff in it, but still. I don't care about my health, I care about taste. Bread's good. Mm. Bread's always nice. Love bread. Boom. My party Pokemon strike a pair, bounce for each other. If it's Toxic Hitmon top again, then Jesus fucking Christ. There's no point in focusing the Whalebone right now. Yay, level up on Flora. Ooh, pardon me. Sorry, I just was watching someone do like a 2-minute is typing. The only thing they put is, yeah. That just made me giggle a little bit. Hitmon top scary here. So let's get rid of it. Okay, we are getting level 71 before I go to bed. Happy days. Or maybe just as I go to bed. Who knows? Roll out. Oh wait, actually rolls. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Oh, I love that animation. Now I'm going to focus the Whalebone. That sounds like the paralyzed like status. Well, fuck. Didn't knock it out. Because there's no Shadow Wailord with Shadow End, because I would be dead. And I wouldn't be able to stop that, because I'm terrible. Alright, what were you wrong about? Oh, it wasn't 64%. What was it? Was it 65? Because that'd be the best way of being wrong. 71. Wow! That's a 2-1. In, well, in that area that you were on about. Was it 2? No, it is a 2-1. An 80% plus is a first. I thought 80% plus was a first, or am I? No, you're right. Is it? I thought it was it. No, it is a first. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, the only reason I actually got a 2-1 in the end is actually because I got 100% in one of my modules, and that got me 63% average. Thank God for game theory. Yeah, 70%, that does sound right. Because it isn't about getting the full marks, it's about getting a good score, and the later questions, it's like, I don't know. Like, because unlike GCSEs, which expect the higher pupils to be able to get nearly all of it right, it actually expects you to have a firm understanding, and no one's perfect. Yeah, that sounds right. Or I'm just chatting shit, who knows? I can't remember. It is 70%, I'm pretty sure it is. 40% is a pass, 60% to 2-1, 70% is a first. Or 50% is a 2-2, blah blah blah. I actually failed, I think, 2 modules at uni, thinking about it. And I absolutely hated those modules, but I was forced to do them as part of my course. And there was no reason for us to be forced to do them because there were the modules that were just better. But I failed to. Actually, no, correction. I just passed one, and I failed the other one. Very weird way of doing it. They make it out at uni, like, if you fail a mod, you've got to definitely redo it. It's like, well, no, you don't. If you just fail it and you still got enough credits, you don't need to redo it. I had enough credits, so I didn't need to redo it. And even though it wasn't like a hard fail, it wasn't like 0% or anything. It was like 39%. It was 1 mark. Oh, rip. That does suck. Wrong report, Jesus. I failed mine because the test was absolutely fucking stupid. Like, they geared us up to revise a certain thing, and it wasn't just me, it was everyone that I talked to about it. They were like, yeah, that was fucking stupid, because what was on it, and one of the assignments as well, did not correlate to what was actually on it. Like, it didn't, in the, what you were taught in the lectures was like semi-wrong. Or not semi-wrong, but it just wasn't applicable. They were like, oh yeah, everything that's going to come up here is going to be on the exam. And then the exam was like a curveball questions, like he was like, yeah, we don't ask these. And then he asked them, just to like taunt us, really. I should get level 71 from this battle, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going to Reelgun. Maybe. I might just keep, actually no, I'll just keep grinding here. I'll just swap the experience share. I had a dream once that I missed an exam at uni, and this was like last year, and I was like, but I don't even go to uni anymore. But I missed an exam, oh shit! So it's a very, very bizarre dream to have. I've never missed an exam or been late to an exam in my life. I remember going to one of my exams having had no sleep as well. That was really fucking terrifying, because I was literally on like no sleep, so I was just on pure adrenaline. And I was the only one in my friend group to do the exam, so it was literally just me stressing because of that. Right, what am I deleting? I think I'm deleting Mirror Coat, I think I said. Because I don't think Mirror Coat's worth keeping here. Mirror Coat wasn't ever worth taking, to be honest. Actually, I've just realised some of my exams I literally had no sleep, so I just couldn't sleep. It wasn't because I was stressed or anything. I just sometimes have days that I just can't sleep, or I find really difficult to get to sleep. Like, I can just hear my heart beating quicker than normal, or louder than normal. And normally when people say that, it's like, oh, you're having a heart attack. I wasn't. I just have this thing where I have like insomnia, but I can hear it through my heart more than anything else. Which sounds actually very scary, but it isn't. So I don't know, it happens to me quite a bit though. I went through a whole period when I was younger of just not, I think I had a whole week where I found it hard to sleep, so I was only getting like 2 hours at least, at most, a night. Which was great. I don't have it that much anymore. I just, the only issue I have now is I find it hard to wake up in the morning sometimes. But, oh well. I'm going to be in that mindset at the moment, so. I still have faced this team before. First person that I see that uses fake out, I'm sketching it. End of. I think I have Doris leftovers. Oh, it was quick attack earlier, nice. Because now I'm in the range that Nightshade and Seasmic Toss don't one-shot. It means that if someone does use fake out, I can at least guarantee a sketch. Whereas at earlier levels, there was a risk of if someone used fake out, I've one-shot them and turn after, so I won't be able to sketch it. Whereas here, at least I can do that. without knocking them out straight away. And I'm still reliably like knocking people out in like a turn at least. So this should be over here. Thinking about it actually, I know I'd said I enjoyed uni and I probably wouldn't have done anything different, but at the same time there's a few things I'd have done different. I feel like I didn't really take advantage of the fact that I was on my own at uni, or at least not on my own, but with friends and doing stuff as a group. Like, we did stuff as a group. We ate together as a friend group for the first 3 years, and the fourth year it was just me and one other person living with two people I didn't really know. But before that, it was like it was a group of us that lived since first year all together. And whilst everyone else had little arguments with each other, I'd mostly kept out of drama, which was great because it meant in third year, I mean, we were still drama with me and some others, don't get me wrong, but because I wasn't the cause of the drama and kept out of it and just isolated myself a little bit, 4 of us had lived with each other for the whole 3 years, which was fucking great for me because I hate change. Like, I think I was more upset with the people that were graduating in third year leaving than they were, sorry. I was absolutely distraught that I was never going to see these people after uni, or at least if I would, it'd only be like once or twice a year at most. I'm not seeing them yet, by the way, but I talked to a few of them on Facebook still. Like, I'm still distraught actually about it. Like, I fucking love living with those people. And I never really thought about that before. Like, there's some things that I would have done different. I think I would have spent more time with them, looking back on it. I miss those days. People often say that uni and stuff's the last great time of your life. Thanks, Apurzo. I really needed that kid. Anyway. People often say that like school or university or whatever is the best moments of your life, and I do agree with that. Having lived a interesting life, shall we say, I do actually agree with that statement. You spent uni at home. Yo, did you live at home? That's fine. I kind of didn't. My home life, my mum's isn't the best place to stay. There's a lot of issues at my mum's, and thankfully they're hopefully being ironed out, whether it's because her partner is being more in line, or whether it's because he's leaving. We will see, but it's definitely better there now. I don't know. I might have to live with my mum soon. I don't know. I chose the uni I went at because it was far enough away that I could be independent, but close enough so that if anything massive happened either at home or with me, I was near my family. A bit of a half and half, really. So that's why I chose where I went to. And it was great because I did learn independent skills. I learned how to cope on my own, because that was something I'd never really dealt with at school or anything. I've always been one of those people that, before uni anyway, that always feared being on their own. Like, I wouldn't do anything without a friend. I wouldn't go out unless a friend was going out. I wouldn't go to town unless a friend was in town. I wouldn't go to a leaving do or whatever unless a friend was there. I wouldn't regret it. If you're living at home, that's fine. You're taking advantage of it because, to be honest, money is a very important thing in life, especially with everything that's going on at the moment. Living at home is probably better than student accommodation. Not gonna lie. Like, money is obviously going to be an issue. So living at home means you can save your money for the future. I was lucky in that I didn't have to save that much for my future. Because of unfortunate circumstances in my life before uni. So I didn't have to worry about the money aspect of it. And even then, because of what happened, basically essentially what happened is my dad passed away before I went to uni. Like a year before I went to uni. So I only could put down my mum. So I got the max grant and loan and all that. So yes, I've got more to pay off in the long run, but ultimately it's not that significant to like massively affect me. But at the same time, I was in an okay place at uni. So I could do that because, to be honest, I probably didn't have to. I probably could have been fine. Because also with everything that happened, I wasn't in a bad spot financially myself either. Even taking not the loan and grant into account. If anything, I made money from going to uni without doing a job. It was weird. But it's taught me the skills as well. Like, there's a few skills that I've picked up more recently that I could have learned more at uni, like cooking. I was always shit at cooking, but I've learned more about it now. And I probably should have been more social at uni, I'm not gonna lie. Like, even though I lived with people that I really admired. In fact, I'm even going so far as to say I loved them. I loved the people I lived with because they were just nice people. None of us were really huge party animals. I mean, we had 2 boys, me and this other one, and 2 girls for the whole 3 years, essentially. And then in first, second year, we lived with quite a lot of the other ones. And then third year, we kind of separated from them because we saw some of the group was a bit of a negative atmosphere. So we kept this 4 group, and one of them went abroad as well to study abroad, one of the nice ones. So it was just 4 of us. It was only going to be 5, but she went for a year abroad because that was part of the course. So it was like, oh, 4 of us, fine. We can find somewhere easy, that's fine. Basically, we cut the negative ones out of the group a bit. Still saw them now and then, but, you know, cut them from the group. Which was great for us, to be honest. But I think I should have made more of an effort as a group with them. I don't know. But they were great. They used to be party animals in first year. Second uni, they were like, oh, still party animals. They're like, oh, we're going through motions, really. And third year, they were like, yeah, we're not really going to go out that much. We're just going to sit in and drink at home and watch, like, Britain's Got Talent and things. So it's like, oh, that's cool. I didn't really watch Britain's Got Talent, but it's cool. But I really should have probably spent more time with them as a group. Don't know. Looking back, we'd have done more group activities. We did a few after exams had done. We went to Cadbury World. That was fun. One of the best moments, Cadbury World. I enjoyed most of it until that ride you go on with the animatronics singing at you. Not a Disney World one, but like, I fucking hate that sort of stuff. Creeps me the fuck out, that. You're going to get a very retrospective Xander recently. My degree only had 8 people. Wow. My degree had quite a lot for a degree that not many people have heard of, so. I felt bad for computer scientists because literally one of the courses that computer science did at our uni, his was the last year to do one specific course, and he was the only person to finish it fully that year. That's why it was so terrible. Water spout's the one that Bane's bonus is attack with a health. That's fine. I don't mind over leveling here. My degree, I think for the whole 4 years that I was at uni, there were like 30 of us doing all 4 years. It actually isn't that small thinking about it, but it was an integrated master's, so I've got a master's. So you know. It's great having a master's. Doesn't really make that much difference. Not for teaching anyway. Like, why would it ever make a difference for teaching? Like, Jesus Christ. Looking back, I've only done 3 years. I think the 4th year was a bit of a waste of time for me. I didn't really learn, I don't know. It felt like, even though I was still learning, obviously, it felt like what I learned in my 4th year is the stuff that I've forgotten the most. To be honest. Which is kind of a shame. And 4th year was when, like, severe uni. Unless teaching undergrads. Well, yeah, I guess. Masters is good for that. I didn't do any of that because, whatever. Because we were still undergrads, we just hadn't finished our course, and our course is integrated masters. What was I going to say? I feel like I wouldn't have done my 4th year again, though. I feel like it was kind of useless for me, and it was kind of the stage where I was just getting so tired of uni that I was not in a good spot mentally in the 4th year of uni. I was kind of burnt out, I think. I'd not really had a chance to, like, relax, ever, education-wise. Or, like, do anything else, so... So the fact that I've been in education since what? I was 5, obviously you're like 5 years old when you first start infant school. And apart from obviously summer holidays, I've been in education for until I was 22. So that's 17 years of my life, right? Which I get everyone goes through, but at the same time, I didn't really go out. I didn't socialise that much at school. So I probably burnt myself out just by being antisocial. That's not shade. Ah! Guess what I'm doing next turn? I'm sketching. It would be so good if I ran into the Paris. That would be. Boom. Oh, I need to change dock. In B5, fake out on Sketcher. What? That didn't make sense to me. Sorry, I don't get you. Flora's taking quite a beating. Flora's taking a massive beating, actually. Holy shit. Yay! Knockout. I think I'm happy in a good place on this game. Oh, yeah, well, he can't. He's already used it. Can only use fake out on the first turn he sent out, remember? Correct. Jesus Christ, can you stop slowing my Pokemon, please? It does have priority over Sketch, but because he's already used it on the first turn it was sent out, he can't use it again. You can only use it on the very first turn you were sent out. And as the first turn he was sent out, he used it on Flora already. All is good. Now that I've got that fake out, I'm debating whether I should just go find... No, Mario B's not in the place yet, so I might as well just keep grinding until he appears and then check where he appeared. But then again, will that help me? Because I don't know where he would be if he had the Paris. Let's keep grinding until he appears and go to where he appears and then... I need to get level 71 anyway. Unless I relearn the sketch. No, that sounds terrible. Okay, so I can learn 3 new sketches from Move Relearner, which is good. Move Relearner is good. Maybe 4, depending how many... The question is, do I keep continuing or... No, I keep continuing because I've got the fake out now, which is great. Fake out means that if... Fake out's going to be great, even though it's low damage and all that. A, it gains stab. And B, it means that I get an extra turn where a Pokemon doesn't hurt me, which is great. If I can get a Spore instead of the Psywave, I'd be in a really good spot. Don't know what I'm checking, but I'm checking something. Obviously, you can't learn anything. It would be cheating to use a Shadow Pokemon, but... For reference, by the way, Fake Out has full priority, but obviously turn 1 it can only be used, so... I'm just going to keep going until Mariby appears somewhere. I have this ground type thing, what? Or does it... I hate this ground type thing. I wasn't really paying attention. Oops. Have. What? What do you mean you think it's have? I'm so confused today. I'm tired. I just know I am. Which is good, because it means that my resetting sleep schedule has worked. I also just realised, why do I keep putting an input display on my Smeargle challenges? It's like no one really cares what buttons I'm pressing. Like, does anyone care that I'm pressing triggers or these buttons right now? Oh, right, I see what you mean. Yeah, I think it's have. I also didn't read what he said afterwards, so whoopsie. I'm going to keep going until Flora gets 71 as well, and then I'm going, unless, I don't know. If Maribee appears soon, I'll just relearn Sketch over Sidewave. Because I've got Yawn, at least I've got Yawn. I'm going to split up this time. I know splitting up's probably not the best thing to do, but bleh, don't care. Shouldn't take me that long to clean the oven top, actually. I also need to wash up what's in the sink, but that shouldn't take me long either. So, I don't know. It'd be great if next Maribee had the Paris, wouldn't it? That'd be like perfect. Don't think it's gonna happen, but it'd be brilliant. Oh, wrong thing. Yep. Let's focus on you, Mel. I can't psychic. Yeah, that was gonna happen. I actually did think that was gonna happen as well. One more level. Boop. That should knock out. One more level, then I get another sketch, unless I use the Meary letter because Maribee appears somewhere. La 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 la. That was quite musical. Maybe I should just become a singer. Fuck no, I can't sing. I need to stretch my legs. Oh, I might have to go for a walk after this. I know it's like 11 o'clock at night, but fucking hell. It's very dark out as well, I think. Yeah, but I need to have a walk. I think I just need to stretch my legs. I've not really had a proper walk for a while. I don't want to develop deep vein thrombosis, and my legs are feeling a bit achy, so that's probably not a good sign. Drunk karaoke stream when? I do have one mini bottle of whiskey left, so it could be any time. I might buy myself more whiskey. Next time I get paid, I might buy myself more whiskey. I did a drunk stream the other night. I did one last Friday, in fact. No, last Thursday. Because it was a staff end of term virtual do, and they encouraged us to like drink. So I had one shot of whiskey. Well, it was more than a shot. It was like a shot and a half, and I don't drink, so it really fucking affected me. To the point that I was like, I'll stream afterwards. That's a great idea. And I streamed fucking Mario 64 ROM hacks, and it was the worst idea I probably ever had. But I was just so drunk that I just didn't care. I wasn't even drunk, I was tipsy. I wasn't the drunk that I forgot things, I was just tipsy. The problem is that if I rewatch it, I'll be like cringing so hard. That's why I don't do drunk streams, because I'd cringe. I don't want to be on one of those like live stream fails channels, because A, bit of a fucking circle jerk live stream fails, and B, I don't really want that sort of people in my chat. You might have been there for a little bit. It was mainly McKill, who's a speedrunning friend of sorts. I've not actually watched one of their streams for a while. That's another thing I miss. I miss being able to like, I don't know. I miss people's streams because obviously people in America tend to stream in their evening, which is like 3 AM my time. It's like, oh, I can't catch your stream because you stream at like 1 in the morning. Can't really watch you at all. I could catch your recent videos, but you know, kind of sucky because I can't talk to you. So McKill, if you're watching, stream early, you bastard. I don't mean that, he's not a bastard. You do realise when I'm tired, I act drunk, right? And I'm quite tired. And I've got a bit of a headache. I feel a bit sick, but the kitchen needs cleaning, and I want to get this 71 before I go. So hopefully I get 71 in this short little burst here. And hopefully Mario B then turns up after I get 71 and go, hey, the Paris is here, and I can learn Spore. The issue I'm gonna have. Oh no, I've got an Awakening. It's fine. If he spores the fucking one that's got Sketch, but it shouldn't. You're not a bastard. You're amazing. Depends what definition of bastard. I don't know if you're the actual definition. Oh yeah, I am as well, but you know, the illegitimate child way, definitely, I am as well. I was at my parents' wedding. I might not stream tomorrow. Depends if I can find something good to do tomorrow on stream. Ah yes, I knew there was a Shedinja user somewhere. Nightshade still hits apparently because it as long as the type is super effective, it hits. I know I'm not going to knock it out, but still. If Mario B appears, I'm literally dropping this and going straight to Mario B, relearning Sketch because I don't care, just to fight Mario B. I'm really tired, holy shit. I'm that tired stage where I could literally just say anything and I wouldn't even be thinking. Which is a good sign. Again, it means my sleep schedule's completely like revitalized itself. Which is good because you should be tired at 11 o'clock at night. You shouldn't be tired at 4 in the morning and wide awake until then. That's a bad thing to get into. Am I? Oh no. I need to go shopping tomorrow. That reminds me. I need to get more veg. Because I've got stuff in the freezer. I need to get some out of the freezer to have tomorrow. I'll get it out after this. That reminds me. That is something I do need to do. Get some food out for tomorrow. I've just thought. If that Duskull knows Curse, that'd be like a blessing. Not now, because it'll die. But if it did... Oh, it died to 1 Nightshade. That was impressive, wasn't it? I want to live in a world where, when it comes to games like this, like, how am I going to phrase this without sounding weird? Okay, got it. I want to live in a world where, similar to how Bethesda, yeah, it's terrible. Similar to how Bethesda, like, released all the information about Skyrim, the creator content kit, literally so that you can go in there and change whatever you want. I want a world where Pokemon could do that. And I get why Nintendo wouldn't, and I get completely why. Don't get me wrong. But that'd be so cool. If, like, you could add to a Pokemon... I know, obviously, for competitive reasons, part of that, but, you know. It'd be great, wouldn't it? Absolutely great. I also want to live in a world where, you know, I don't know. The decomps are the closest thing we've got. The problem with the decomps is, one, I have no fucking clue how to use them. If I did, I'd use them. And I'd... Well, I only tile insert, don't I? So I probably wouldn't do anything with them, but you know. But for games like this, for example, right? Imagine if they just made a map editor for, like... I know they made Super Mario Maker, but as in... Imagine if they just was like with Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example. Or even just with that Zelda Ocarina of Time or whatever. They don't even need that much. They could just be like, right, we're going to give you the ability to create your own custom dungeons. And then you can play through them like in Link to the Past or whatever. You can set what items the player starts with. You can set what items are available in the dungeon, blah. Because Mario Maker's well and good. But a fucking Zelda Maker, that's where it's at. That's what the public want. Right, I've got another sketch. Right, let's delete Sidewave. In fact, no, correction. This is now more selfish and related more to this. What I would love more in the world is the move relearner in a game like this to relearn moves that you've sketched. So if I deleted Yawn by accident, for example, the move relearner relearns me to Yawn. That'd be great. That wouldn't even be that strong a buff for Smeargle. Right, next time Mario B appears, I'm going for him. Because there's even a chance that he has the Paris. I'm going for it. I'm going to stream till 11:30. I know I said I was going to end at 11, but I've got half an hour. But yeah, imagine a 2D Zelda Maker. Like, I know people go, oh, you know, it's hard to program, that sort of thing. Hard to program for 3D ones. Yeah, well, there's 2D Zeldas. You can make a Zelda Link to the Past Maker. Like, so you used to do the floors and stuff. You just, I should be focusing the vigor off here, because I don't think I'll knock out the Wigglytuff with 2, let alone. With 2, maybe not even 3. Oh, he's using Jaw, you bastard. I should have fake outed. Oh, that would have made a difference, actually. Oh, well. But yeah, a 2D Zelda Maker. That'd be great. That'd be absolutely great. My mic's picking up background noise. Just realised. Why is it doing that? 1 second. I can see it in the levels. I really don't know how to fix that. It does it sometimes, but not all the time, so I don't get it. But yeah, a 2D Zelda Maker. Like, you could have it so that the modes are Link to the Past, Minish Cap, well, the original Zelda, Link to the Past, Minish Cap, and Link Between Worlds. There you go, that's your 3 2D Zeldas. Or Oracle of Ages or whatever, right? Like, easy peasy. Like, obviously it would be hard to kind of code that sort of thing, because it's like, You'd have to code items, you'd have to code how the enemies work, mini bosses, you'd have to have limited mini bosses, limited bosses, make sure they interact correctly with the arenas, falling through floors, when do you fall through a floor and it take damage, when not, but you could always set a specific tile for each, so it's like one tile, if you associate it with a special thing, it allows you to fall through the floor, like, that'd be so easy, well not easy, but how good would that be? A 2D Zelda Maker. That's what I want to see in my lifetime. I want to see Pikmin 4 as well. But, you know, that's not going to happen in my lifetime. So, you know, might be in my kid's lifetime, if I ever have a kid, but not my lifetime. I feel like Pikmin's going to be one of those things that's just randomly revived one year in like 50 years. And it's like, oh, Pikmin, remember that? And all the old people go, yeah, Pikmin. All the young people go, what the fuck's a Pikmin? I live in a very happy world in my head. Everyone loves Pikmin. Everyone gets Zelda Maker. It'd be a fantastic world. I know it's only... Well, yeah, but Nintendo don't love Pikmin, so I know that's all in my head. Kind of obvious by now, isn't it? To be fair, there was a bigger gap between Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 3 than there is between Pikmin 3 and now. I would kill for a new Pikmin. To be fair, I need to finish Pikmin 3, actually. I've just realised I only got to unlocking the yellow Pikmin. That might be an idea for a stream. Thinking about... Oh, no, I don't have my capture card set up. No, it's not an idea for a stream. But there is a Pikmin ROM hack I could play. In fact, there's quite a lot of Pikmin ROM hacks I could play. Most of them are memey, but one legit Pikmin ROM hack. And that would be fun. I've not actually played Mario Odyssey yet. I've played... In fact, I only own one Switch game. I'm so glad I'm playing some Fortress, but I think it's going to protect as well. Oh, no, never mind. But the only Switch game I own is Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I don't even own the DLC. I don't have Nintendo Online, so I can't face anyone. I literally just got it for the characters that are already in it. And to just play it. I'm not bad at Smash. I'm not great, but I'm not bad. I'm a filthy Pichu main. I started maining... I first got into... I've watched some old Melee compilation clips of like surprise picks, and Mewtwo King picked Pichu and won with it. And so I got a Melee. I got my Melee. I just practiced Pichu on GameCube with it so that I can do some of the combos. I learnt wave dashing as well, which is the most basic thing to do. I don't know anything else in the game. It's like, fucking Pichu's amazing. I love Pichu. He's very, very pathetic, but at the same time, so good. Oh, by the way, there's a spoiler for one of the next challenges that I might do in Colosseum on the screen right now. So if you're paying attention to the Pokemon, one of these might be a part of the next challenge. I'm going to get rid of the Togetic because I'm not scared of that than the Clampill. I've been really enjoying playing ROM hacks again though. Like, it's been ages since I've been involved in the ROM hack community. And just to be back in, not necessarily the community because I'm not doing anything. I'm doing a bit of tile inserting now and then. And I might pick that up again. I would have got Let's Go if... Well, no, correction. I don't like Let's Go or Sword. Not because of the reasons why most other people didn't like Sword, for example, which was Dexit. I like that name. Like, that's why quite a lot of people didn't like it. I knew exactly when it was announced that the story was going to be crap after Sun and Moon. So I'm not getting Sword. And even the DLC looks a bit questionable. Like, it is one of the better stories in it. Better than Sword's default DLC, but default story. But Jesus Christ. It's like they literally run out of ideas for Pokemon, so they're just reusing it, but even worse. Like, the twist of who's the bad guy at the end. Okay. Didn't see it happening. But at the same time, not the fucking hardest to predict, because you pull the exact same move in Gen 6. I feel like Pokemon need to go in a different direction a little bit for the like big bad for the teams, because there's only so many you can do where it's like the big bad is someone that's trying to ultimately do the right thing. Because we've had the exact same with slightly more malicious intent since Gen 3. Like, Gen 1 and 2 had a really bad evil team with Team Rocket. Great. Gen 3, we want to expand the land so that humans live, or we need to expand water because it's better. It's like, okay, you're evil, but at least you're not misguided in your beliefs. You kind of know what you want. Gen 4 had Cyrus with creating the perfect world in his image, which you can kind of see. Quite a lot of people want that. They want to create a world in their image because, you know, that'd be great. A perfect world, a new world order, because there's so much corruption in the world. Fantastic. Can agree with that. Gen 5. Without Getsis. Okay, Gen 5 Part 2. Pure evil. Gen 5 Part 1. Yeah, I thought he might be the villain. But at the same time, it was like, okay, I can see why it's a twist. Gen 5 Part 1. Very, very good. Gen 5, in my opinion, had the best fucking evil team with that first half. And the second half, where it's like, the resolution of that was fucking amazing. Fucking love Gen 5. Best fucking gen for story for me. Purely because of the fucking... how they dealt with it as two parts instead of fucking rushing it into one story like Sword and Shield did, of sorts. Like, I feel like Sword and Shield should have been like, this thing's happening, stop it. And then the DLC be like, well, who ultimately did it? Like, triggering the Darkest Day. Darkest Day interrupting your climactic battle and this evil team's Yell, who isn't even an evil team. Which is weird. That made sense to me. It was great. Liked it. The bit that let it down was the fucking... it rushed it all at one moment instead of... you're doing known DLCs for the game. Why not make a DLC that's based on that? Like for example, Fallout New Vegas, right? Fallout New Vegas has this overall... obviously there's a villain and a good guy and all that, but there isn't. It's a bit ambiguous how you play. Obviously Kaiser's Legion's the bad guys in New Vegas, we already know that. But it's debatable whether the NCR are good or not, right? And with Mr. House's motives and all that. Like, that's debatable, right? About what's the right thing to do, because it's all different shades of grey. But at the same time, there was this character that was subtly hinted to be behind nearly everything that happened in your life. And that was revealed in the final DLC. He'd been hinted in all the DLCs. Like, fucking hell, if I could literally turn any video game into a movie, Lonesome Road would be the fucking contender for a fucking Oscar. Like, that storytelling was amazing. And then Pokemon had this ambiguous villain, like the ambiguous Team Yell. It seemed like the evil team. The Darkest Day appears. You could have just left it like that. And be sorted. I'm going to teleport back to the entrance. I don't think it's worth me starting another one now. Like, you've got Team Yell. You've got the bad guy. Not being the bad guy, but, you know, hinted at. You could have literally just done it so the Darkest Day happens with Eternatus and all that. And everyone will be like, what the fuck? What's triggered this? What the fuck? Who's behind this? And you might know it's like him, but at the same time you could be like, you can build up a mystery, build this Eternatus, and be like, leave little notes at places. Then have the Isle of Armor DLC where it's like, oh, you gotta train Kung Fu, but at the same time there's little notes about like this character that's saying like, oh, we don't want Kung Fu to be on the main island because he could potentially be the one that stops the threat. So I don't know where I'm going in this. I'm kind of just wasting time until Myra B appears. Like, you could have it so that, like, there's a note in the Isle of Armor saying, like, that's, like, pulling the strings so that the retired champion doesn't come back to the Gala region and stays in his thing because he's given the money to make the score, but he's not given enough or whatever, and so that's why he needs to stay there more, because we all know Leon's a really bad trainer. Like, there's so many little subtle things you could have done, and then hinted at all this little things. I don't know what Tundra Crown's going to be like. It's apparently based on exploration, which is interesting. I just need Myra B to appear. He's not appeared, has he? The only reason I'm talking all this shit now is because I'm waiting for Myra B to appear, and I really, he's not appeared yet. Like, you could have done it so it's subtly revealed in a DLC, then at the end, and then make a DLC where it's like the final DLC. Suddenly Giovanni appears, like fucking Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Giovanni appears. Like all these little subtle things you could do though. Like in the second DLC, again, leave a little note somewhere, or it's subtly hinted it in the storyline, or be like, well, why have I been sent here, for example, or something like subtle that kind of points to it but not directly, and makes you go, ooh, who's behind all this? Like, and all this, and then have a final DLC where it's like the reveal, or an update that's the reveal, and then build up this story and be like, oh well, Leon's been investigating it, or someone's been investigating it. Maybe not Leon. Leon's like thick, but then again, who else isn't? Because Hop's thick. What's the hot one called? The professor's assistant, the one that's got a lot of Rule 34 about her. Whoever she is, be like, she's been investigating it behind the scenes, and she's found clues that point to this new location that's now in the game. Yeah, Sonia. That's now in the game, this new location that's here, and that. And go there, and there's this new evil team, or not even a new evil team, but like assistants, or like promoters and shit. And then at the end, it's Rose, and it's like, yes, I was behind the darkest day. You finally found this secret, and then battle Rose then. Like, you don't have to have a fucking climax in the same game as this legend, the rest of the story, if you play it right. Like, if it was up to me, that's how I'd have done it. I'd have done like, boom, the game, but not directly reveal who's responsible. Just leave it there, because if people want to infer their own things, they can. But I know what I want to do. I want people to get a thing. Because if I want to add a twist, I'm not going to include it in the same time as you wonder what the twist is going to be. Because literally it was like, there's Team Yell, but they're not even related to it. It's like a red herring. And it wasn't even a good red herring. They just looked incompetent. I'm going to go to Real Tower. So you've got the chance of like... So you've got the red herring Team Yell, and then you don't even have to reveal their red herring. You can have them beat Marley, and Marley be like, "Girl, I'll get my revenge somehow." Then that makes it open to her potentially being the bad guy. I really would. Like, one of my initial ROM hack idea was like a two-parter, to be fair, with like a pre-game and post-game, kind of like the Team Rocket, but not really post-game. Like, there's so many ways they could have made the story better. Like, you made Team Yell a red herring, but threw them out really early. Because A, they're incompetent. And B, again, I'm just shooting time until Myra B appears. I've got 12 minutes until I want to go to bed, until I've got to start cleaning the kitchen. So I'm just going to talk about this idea. But then you've got this reveal of, oh my god, the darkest day is this. It's happening now. Legendary Pokemon comes in, then, you know, two people are hunting down legendary Pokemon, and make it so that everything's subtly hinting towards him, but not directly explicitly said. But still have it so that team yells somehow keep popping up at the wrong moments. Because then it could look like they're behind it, maybe indirectly, maybe directly, who knows? Oh, I don't need to fight the Hexagon Brothers. So then that's constantly happening. So Team Yell are exactly everywhere where you don't want them to be, as an actual red herring. And then, like, Marnie's always there being like taking advantage of the situation for one reason or another. So that she can look like the hero. So, for example, she got wind that Eternatus was there, and she wants to bring honor back to her family name. So she challenges you to take control of Eternatus because she wants to bring back honor and be the strongest. To make it look like she's the one that's called the Darkest Day to prove herself when she hasn't. And then Rose is revealed to be the, like, in the DLC to be the ultimate bad guy, and also like trying to frame Marnie in it all at the same time, so that like Marnie gets arrested at the beginning of the DLC but then Sonya liberates her and goes, "It's not her. I've got evidence that points to this location." And Marnie's like, "I've never been there in my life." Wouldn't that be better? Oh, well, I can go purify Togepi now. Like, that would be so much better. Like, I could be a fucking script writer with shit like this. I was debating writing scripts in my free time for random shit like this. The problem is I'd be good at the initial idea, and then when it comes down to the details, I'd be shit. Like, doesn't that just sound so much better than what they actually did? I think it does. I could be wrong. But I think it sounds much better than what they actually did. And also, you've got to kind of build up the Darkest Day. Because the Darkest Day at the moment, it's like, well, okay, yeah, there's the Darkest Day because a meteorite fell to Earth. It's like, well, nothing actually was said about how dangerous it was. It was said, oh, yeah, only the two legendaries kind of stopped it, sort of thing. It's like, well, yeah, okay, fine. But where's the fucking urgency? Nothing's in the game's urgent. At all. It's like, oh yeah, Rose has gone mad and you gotta stop him. And that's the only urgency in the game. Oops, shit, I clicked off. Like, that's literally the only urgency in the game. Rose has gone mad, Leon's gone to try and stop him. And even then it's not urgent because you're like, oh, Leon's gone to stop him. Even though Leon's an idiot. You're like, well, Leon, you told me Leon's gone to stop him. You don't seem that worried, so clearly there's nothing to be worried about. When there is. I would honestly be a fucking concept writer. I know it's concept artist, but I'd be one of those people that like brainstorms initial ideas. I'd fucking love it. Like, I do that with my lessons as well. And someone's like, I was helping, like, me and someone else with Leon died. Well, no, you don't even have to frame it as like Leon dies. You could say that like Leon gets put in hospital or something. Like, he fights Rose before the grand reveal of who the actual bad guy is, and you find Leon nearly unconscious on the floor in front of the final room, and that's when shit gets real. Or you find him before Eternatus is being summoned or something, unconscious, and Marnie stood over there. So you assume it's Marnie, so you attack Marnie. Or Marnie challenges you thinking it's you at the same time because, you know, you both get to the scene at the same time. And then Leon's actually fine, but he's unconscious because he's fought the actual bad guy, but the bad guy's power was too strong. It turns out the real Rose. Like, isn't that so much better than what we actually got? There is a way of writing things, and then there's just the lazy way. And I think Pokemon's going the lazy way. Oh, I didn't know there was an item here. I kind of just went over here assuming, but thankfully I found it. I can sell that for nothing. Like, I'm telling you, dude, if they actually hired me for a script, they'd either get a really good or a really controversial game. And either way, controversy is better than indifference. Because at the moment, the stories in Pokemon are indifferent. There's nothing interesting in there because they assume that people don't fucking read. It's like, well, no, people play Pokemon games, yes, for the Pokemon collection and all that. They still want at least some sort of story. That's my rant. Right, TM's here. Let's brainstorm the next Pokemon game. Why don't you do that actually? Yeah, there we go. Just do what I said. Make it so that the DLC actually like have little subtle hints of the story and then have this massive story-based DLC. They are in the game at 10-ish-year-olds, but even 10-ish-year-olds will get bored at the Pokemon story. They'd do the battles, level up the wrong moves, and not even pay attention to the story. So why even have the story then? Why not just make it so it's all battles? Also, there's a reason why 10-ish-year-olds, 10-ish-year-olds don't read story. Because the stories are shit. The stories are absolute terrible. I fucking learnt how to read because of video games. Like, when I was younger, I played video games with some words that I didn't know what they meant, so I had to look them up. I know I'm not the same as everyone, but so did quite a lot of people our age. I learned how to do math because I played Yu-Gi-Oh! So I wanted to learn math so I could do all these combos in Yu-Gi-Oh! And know all this math behind it. Like, some games at the moment are very successful and you still need to know how to read. Skyrim's a bit of an example of that, despite it pointing and telling you what to do. It still requires you to be able to fucking read. I feel like Pokemon's going massively fucking downhill. Because they just assume that everyone's lazy, when no, they're not. Quite a lot of their fan base actually put a lot of time into the actual Pokemon training aspect, that having something to fucking break it up. Oh, you lived in a pub. Nice. Having something to break up the fucking monotony of all the fucking battles would be fucking amazing. You can tell I'm tired, can't you? Because I'm ranting about fucking Pokemon storylines. Myra B, why don't you just appear? If you don't appear in the next, I'm going to say 10 minutes, I'm going to call it a night. Because literally, that's the only thing I'm waiting for. I could level up some more at Mount Battle, but I'm getting a bit bored of grinding there. I might restart that tomorrow if I need to. Oh, I've gone the wrong way for that item. Wait, how do I get that item? Oh, I know how. Like, fucking hell. They assume that people are lazy. They're not lazy. It's because there's nothing... There we go. Where are you? Oasis. Okay. Doesn't even matter if I win or lose. I just need to fucking fight him. And just... If he's got Paris, easy. If he doesn't have Paris, then rip. What did I say an hour ago? That I'm tired. Because I am tired. But I want to at least get this done. I want to at least get Spore, and then I should be alright. But if I don't get Spore, at least I've got Yawn. So I've got a bit of a backup option. Oasis, that's the one. I did, but I want to at least do this now. I'm going to focus Ludicolo. I'm not scared of the Jumpluff. Depending on what levels they are, I might use my new Fake Out at the start. If they're level 50... I don't think they're going to be level 50. Yeah, this is fine. He might Fake Out, which would be... but okay. Okay, he's not got Paris. He's too high leveled. I think the Pokespots are where he's definitely not going to have Paris. I think he's more likely to have it in Realgum or in Pyrite. I mean, if he has Paris now, that'd be great, but I don't think he does. Also, it's good experience from a Pokemon anyway. Or if you've got Spinarak, who knows? Yeah, I'm going to focus Spinarak. I don't know if he only has one Shadow if he has... Wow, level 14 Spinarak. Okay, he could have it anywhere then. Okay, it's random. Just learned it's completely fucking random when he has them. I thought it was set levels based on places, but apparently it's not a fucking level cap like I thought it was. I have a really bad feeling I know this is actually going to work. Please tell me I'm wrong. I bet if I look, that level 14 as well. Okay, there's a chance it doesn't work how I think it works. By the way, this is fuck. Okay. No Paris. But if I look at the list and I find out Spinarak and Snorunt are right next to each other in like one of the first few, I've got a very bad feeling about this, shall we say. I don't think it does though. No, wrong thing. Ah, there's Snorunt. Okay, so they're not next to each other. So there is actually fine. That's fine. I was going to say, if they're next to each other, then it means I've got to catch them all to cycle through to Paris, but it doesn't at all mean that now. As far as I know. I didn't mean to press that. Be great if he was still here. With a different team. Right, what I'm going to do is, because I only need a move, I'm going to stock up on items. What else can we have a rant about before I leave? Because I feel like having another rant about something so that I'm like truly exhausted. But I don't know what about. I've already had a rant about Pokemon. What else can I rant about? Doctor Who? I've got a great idea for a Doctor Who series. Like, you know how they used to do things like Bad Wolf and... Why am I buying Pokeballs? Like how they used to do fucking Bad Wolf and all that. That's something else we need back in Doctor Who. A series-long arc. Tell you what, I'm going to have a rant about Doctor Who next. Right, we need another series-long arc in Doctor Who. There are occasionally a few, but like the Timeless Child and the last one, but we need one that's just not convoluted. We just need one that's subtle. One that's subtle but not too convoluted so that we have a fucking... something to... we don't have to watch all the time. Like, there's going to be some people that's going to miss a few episodes. Maybe one or two. They want to catch up. So having a fucking, like, Timeless Child one where if you miss an episode, you miss a fucking huge chunk about the Timeless Child lore. Fucking pointless. If you, by the way, I'm done with my Pokemon stream, so if you're here to watch Pokemon, I apologise. It's going to be about a 2-minute rant about Doctor Who. Apologies. Like, having a fucking convoluted one that requires you to watch all of it, like the River Song, or any of that is pointless. You need a fucking subtle one. For example, the Bad Wolf one was great because it made you go, who's Bad Wolf? What the fuck's Bad Wolf? And then it was revealed. Torchwood, fucking great one as well. He will knock 4 times. Fucking great, because every time there's someone knocked, the Doctor got paranoid and you got paranoid. We need another one of them. We need another long-term one. I've got the perfect one. It means bringing back everyone's favourite Doctor, David Tennant. Fucking great idea. Because it's been ages since, and I don't think Jodie Whittaker's touched on it because of the writing. No one's touched on the Doctor's dark side. Like, last time was Peter Capaldi a few years ago. And even then it wasn't necessarily touched upon because obviously that was the Doctor after he realised that the Time War wasn't him killing everyone, but him using pulling it into a pocket dimension. So obviously the dark side of the Doctor was kind of gone, but kind of not. So it's about him redeeming himself. I get that. I also get this Doctor's meant to be like a new start, a fresh face, and then, you know, innocence. But it's still going to be a fucking inner darkness about the Doctor. And the best face for that, in my opinion, the best one that could act like was David Tennant or Matt Smith. So why not have fucking little glimpses of this character in the shadows that's actually in the Doctor's imagination in a whole series in the background all the fucking time, just there, not revealed who it is yet, just, you know, like the Doctor just catches someone in the corner of his eye, looks again, gone. Or her eye, depending if it's still Jodie Whittaker, gone. And just constantly throughout time, same like little bits, could be just like completely covered in shadow apart from like a trainer or a shoe. Maybe if they've got a telltale thing, maybe just subtly hint at that, but not directly show their fucking face as David Tennant or Matt Smith. Get a fucking body double instead so that, you know, no one knows for sure and he's not seen filming. Like, just little subtle things like that. It's in a darkness, and then it turns out it's actually this past incarnation of the Doctor that's plaguing the mind. It goes by a different name, not necessarily the Doctor, because it's not the Doctor. It's the darkest part of their thoughts. It's actually the Doctor's mind. So then you have an episode of the Doctor trying to get rid of it, a solo Doctor episode with the Doctor and this malicious force inside their mind, going through these different scenarios. Somehow, you probably do it as if like the Doctor and his assistant and their assistant, whoever it is at the time, are like, the Doctor's finally told them exactly what they're seeing throughout time, and the only way to stop it is to retrace my steps in my mind, so I'm going to plug into the TARDIS and go through my memories. And then that could bring in like a whole different thing where you could subtly hint at the past encounters with the dark beings, like the Dream Lord and shit like that, and go through all these dark things in his mind where, but the assistant can't help him, the assistant's out there. And then the Doctor's like got this mental battle going on with his dark version, who is like, well, why are you plaguing me still? And then it's not known why this dark side so exists. The Doctor knows, but they're like, well, why now? And then it's not revealed why this dark part exists. And then throwback to the fucking thing that made the stopwatch, where he was human in the Human Nature and the Family of Blood one. So that the Doctor is like, the Doctor wakes up and goes, there's only one way we can deal with this, by using this device to purge it from me into the Watch. So, and then we can have that darkness gone in the Watch forever, because even though I'm still going to carry those memories, this dark malicious force could take over at any time, like it has done in the past, and that's the only way that I can ultimately separate myself. Basically, the Doctor's going semi-mad, right, with this dark force taking over, but actually, anyway, that's spoilers. And then they fucking do that, so they attach to the stopwatch device and make the stopwatch, and they go, stopwatch, Then the assistant goes, did it work? And then the Doctor is like, yes, it's gone. It's time to go home. And then credits. But actually it's not the Doctor. The Doctor's in the Watch, and the evil force has taken over the Doctor's body. The evil force, which it is revealed is the David Tennant personality of Time Lord Victorious, or something like that. And then it's actually the two-parter is like the first half is the companion at home, and then all these news stories going on about alien invasion, but and then Unit's like, we need to contact the Doctor, and the companion's like, well, he's left me here. He knew that there was a bigger threat somewhere, so he's went off to deal with that, and the Unit's like, but we need him. Why is he not here? And then the Unit's like, well, we need someone to defend ourselves, but then they get fucking, like, not massacred, but fucking invaded themselves, and they're like, we need a Time Lord. And then the companion goes, well, there's always another one, and then the Master is revealed as, like, to be the hero in this part of the story, because the companion's like to the Master, we need to find you need to help us, and the Master's like, no, because I'm normally the one killing you guys. And then the companion's like, well, don't do it for us then. Do it for the Doctor. And depending on which version of the Master you've got, you could either do it as like a, well, why would I do that sort of thing, or you could have it as the Doctor as his friend. It'd be your way of making up to him. Or you could do it as, well, if you save the day, then the Doctor loses the credit and gets the blame, and you'd be the good guy, and, you know, it's easier to manipulate people. And the Master goes, okay, then they try and save the world, but figure out why all these different aliens of different races are invading, but ultimately are like, something's off about them, so they've got like this fucking machine or this bacteria on them, and the master's like, I've not seen this technology since. Nothing, because he doesn't trust the companion. And then it's revealed at the end, they go on the alien ship, the big bad ship that's like completely different to all the other ones, and inside is the TARDIS, and there's the Doctor sat on a fucking throne. And then it's revealed that it's this dark personality. And then the next episode, the Master is still the hero, and the companion is trying to raise him. And then the fucking trailer for the next episode is literally the companion being like, well, we need a hero today. And the Master's like, I'm no hero. And all this, and it's the Doctor that's the bad guy, and the Master's on the side of evil. And then the only thing I've not figured out is how to end the fucking story. But yeah, that's my idea for a Doctor Who series twist. So, you know. BBC, if you're listening, don't hire me because I'm probably shit at this. But, you know. 7 minutes of ranting about Doctor Who and my idea for a story. But that'd be a fucking cool story. You could then have a return of David Tennant or Matt Smith and then not have it like fucking paradox. And they can bring out the best part of their acting, which was the dark side. And then you don't have to worry about like Jodie Whittaker, who sometimes finds probably the dark side of acting the Doctor a bit harder, or for some reason not written at all. I don't know. Right, I've got 20 minutes to clean the kitchen, so any feedback on my fucking shit story or anything? Yeah, that's my rant. And if you don't want to do it as a two-part, you could do the first part of the two-parter being this whole mind adventure, and then the second part of the two-parter being like a flashback. I don't know. We need a return of the Doctor's bad side is all I'm saying. Like, I feel like they've taken it in a really weird direction with not having that. Because even the fucking Before the Time Wars, Sylvester McCoy's Doctor had the fucking dark side of the Doctor. Fucking John Pertwee's Doctor had dark sides to it. Patrick Troughton's was described as a manipulative, mischievous Doctor. I don't know. That's my idea anyway. If anyone ever wants to brainstorm like story ideas that are not convoluted but not simple, then maybe the wrong person to ask, but hey, I'll help. Whew. That's a lot for 11 o'clock at night, isn't it? No one, you can tell I'm tired. And this is why I'm not a writer of any series whatsoever. Let's be honest. Because to be honest, my ideas are pretty good ideas, but probably really hard to fucking execute. Let's be honest. I've been streaming for 40 minutes longer than I said I was going to today. Which is fine. I'm going to close now. So yeah, however, good night. If anyone made sense of my mad ramblings of franchises that I think have gone downhill and my ideas of stories that could try and fix them, then yeah. You're welcome. If you want to write fanfic based on my ideas, and you can just credit me, you know, I'll take any donations as well. If you want to write a full story with them and make a book series or something with my ideas, I'll happily take the money for donations for that. I think I'd be decent at that. If I'm tired, actually, I'd probably go with even better ideas. So, you know. So I'm going to call it a night. I thank you guys for anyone that's still watching. If I've not lost you in my rants. Today was meant to be a shorter stream, but it turned out to be a medium stream. So, you know. For me, anyway. So I might not stream tomorrow, depending how tired I am. Tomorrow is going to be something different, not XD. Friday will probably be XD again. Yeah. So, au revoir, so long. Wait. Goodbye, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Do-do, do-do, do-do-do-do-do. We need some, like, music as a goodbye music. This is where Perto goes, oh, please no. Because he knows exactly what I'm going to play. If I can find it. Please be loud enough. So I'm gonna wish you goodbye. Bye bye.